Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions Global, let's look at my clear of the Iron Giant Challenge. And this is with my free-to-play team, after 2 months of play. First up is Yaruma, still at 89 here. This is before I limit broke her for the last time. Nothing much to say about her. That golden axe that I have on her is pretty strong. It's a level 50, stats are pretty much maxed out. Next is Yashutora. She is the main job sorceress, sub-job white mage, so that she can help with the healing. Next is Mont. He will be my tank. I gave him the Oath of Love vision card. And then next is Jiza. This is a low faith version of Jiza. She's just in there to attack. And then finally is Ayaka. Her level is low, 60, but I feel like even at this level, she's still very useful. Alright, but we're going to go in, we're going to do a manual of course, and then no friend. And then what I'm going to try to do here is get as many of my guys to the left side of the screen as I can. So I'll take advantage of the pre-positioning thing. I find that if they're all close together, if they're all bunched together, it's easier for them to support each other. And it's also easier for Mont to draw attacks away. But I'll be playing this at double speed because it's a half-hour long clear. And I don't feel like uploading a half-hour long video. And you might be asking if I look forward to beating this 5 times at half an hour each. No, I don't, of course. But for future clears, I might use a friend, or I might just do it like every 3 days or something, and then that wouldn't be so bad. Alright, but I have most everybody but down there in the corner, and then I've positioned Mont right below that thing of fire, and that'll kind of create a bottleneck. All the guys that are kind of on the top and to the right, they'll have to go through that very narrow space where he is. So he can get a lot of use out of his tanking. But with Jiza and Yaruma, I'm just taking down guys down there in the corner. I feel like the mages are more dangerous because they have area of effect spells. And so I'm also trying to position my guys so they're not next to each other, and they're also not 2 spaces away in a straight line. Because, yeah, I only want 1 person at a time to take magic damage. But as we can see with Mont, he's really blocking people. He's only taken 1 physical attack at a time. He is taking the Trinity break, so his attack, magic, and agility will go down. But for now, I just care about his defenses. And then some of the attacks that I'm using with Jiza and Yaruma, they're a little bit overkill. They're doing more damage than the characters have HP, which bothers me. But I'm more interested in taking them down as quickly as possible than trying to be more on the point with damage. That will come back to haunt me later, but we'll talk about that when we get there. But yeah, with Ayaka and Yashutora, I'm being very proactive about the healing. Alright, with Ayaka, let's use the limit break. Only get 1 of those a battle, so I felt like this situation was dire enough that I needed it. Okay, big attack from Iron Giant there, but no big deal. Mont, he has the Paladin subjob, of course. He can get like Sentinel, he can get the Courage ability, stuff like that. Sentinel, he only gets twice per battle, however, and then it only lasts for 1 turn, so I have to be very picky about when I use that. But excellent ability. And then Mont, he also has the Man-Eater attack. Killer Blade. Yep, there it is there. Didn't take down the guy, but oh well. And then I moved Mont away there because I saw that he was being targeted by some magic. He was able to dodge one because that mage targeted the panel instead. Okay, but keep healing Mont. And then there, the Iron Giant did not attack me, so that was like a free turn there. Very relieved about that. Okay, again, way more damage than I need to take down that fighter guy, but I was more interested in taking down the character that turn. And I think I've said this before, but I like the AP TP point juggling system, where you can't use just all of your strongest attacks, just one after another. You have to kind of space them out and do some other things in the middle. It adds some more strategy to the game, which I like. Okay, there I saw Yeruma and Mont kind of 2 spaces away in a straight line, so I moved Mont down on kind of a diagonal, so that if one or the other were targeted by the magic spell, then it would only hit the one of them. But I think at this point the enemy's black mages are running out of MP to cast spells, so they're not as much of a factor now. And then in that bottleneck area, I'm going to move a Yeruma in order to block those mages there. And there goes Yashutada taking the hit from Iron Giant. I think at this point, though, I was happy for her to do that. Kind of take a sacrificial hit for the team. It's more important that the Iron Giant hits her than, like, Jiza or somebody. Jiza and Yeruma I need to protect a lot because they're my main sources of damage. Oh, and for Yeruma, I usually put the Viking reaction skill, which has her go into Berserk mode, but for this one I turn it off, because I'm doing manual play. And I gave her the Paladin Guard, I think. Okay, I think she got the guard there actually, so that was good timing. And then Mont, I'm starting to have him sort of come around. Maybe try to draw the Iron Giant away from the center of the screen. Oops. Yeruma took another hit there, but she's kind of beefy for an attacker, so she can take it. Alright, with Mont, let's move him all the way up to the Iron Giant. He can also pick up the crystal, and then we'll just cast a random TP skill. Okay, Firaga misses, that's good. And with Yeruma, let's pick up that crystal, take down the black mage. Yeah, crystal management is pretty important in this game. And with Jiza, let's see if we can go up and around. I think I have a few enough of the little guys, enemies around, that I can start going after the boss. Okay, no AP points there from Yeruma, so I just kind of moved her back. Okay, with Mont, just another random TP skill. Try to get those AP points up. And again, this might be overkill, but let's use Jiza's Limit Break on the mage. Just want to get rid of him this turn. But I think I used so many of the special attacks, the AP skills, on the little guys, that I don't have very many left for the boss. So I may have to start relying on regular attacks. But yeah, the way that I approached this stage is kind of like how I approach most video games. I like a kind of a slow, tanky, maybe kind of a higher success rate type of clear, rather than fast and flashy. Alright, with Jizo we'll just fall back. We'll also use a random TP skill for her. And sometime in the near future, I would like to raise her faith, and then maybe concentrate more on her steel heart or chakra and stuff. Probably when I get Kiton up to level 79 or higher, then maybe she'll become more of a damage source for me, while Jizo will be kind of a sort of a niche, like, skills character. But once we get the upgrade in the barracks where we can raise the faith, it wouldn't be that much of a deal to, you know, take a character up and down just based on what you need him for. Alright, I might have missed it, but with this Iron Giant boss, if you attack him enough, he'll get a self-buff. Super high attack and super high defense. And then what you want to do is you either want to dispel it, or you want to run away. And then I didn't remember that this boss has that ability until I was in the battle. And then I realized I didn't have dispel, so I relied on running away instead. But looks like it hasn't gone off yet. So another random TP skill. Okay, Mont is doing an awesome job with tanking. I used Discipline on him, finally, in order to raise his attack, since my two main attackers are low on the AP points. Okay, there's the self-buff. Spirit goes down, actually, so now would be a good time to start using magic spells on him. But I don't have any magic users anymore. Alright, Yedamil will just get a hit in before running away. And Jiza is always also going to run away. Mont, I don't want him to take the attacks, because even if he has, like, buffs and things, he's still going to take well over 1,000 damage. I gave him Immortal Spirit, which will give him the Courage attack. But thankfully there, with that attack, he didn't go down to 1 HP. So he still has the Courage possibility. Alright, but still running away with my guys. And of course, I wouldn't show you this video unless I got the clear. But yeah, this goes to show that even with a free-to-play account, I can still beat the highest content in the game without a friend, and then without really crafting anything. If you looked at my equipment in the very first screen, I was using a lot of N-level equipment because I'm still waiting for that crafting update. So I'm relying on just the real basic stuff, but even there, I was able to get the clear here. Okay, so there goes Mont. Now I'm just waiting for the buff to wear off. It might be another turn. And then Ayaka, her AP points and TP points are getting pretty low. So I actually kind of positioned her at the front so she can start taking hits, like a human shield. Just to protect my main damage dealers, again, Yedama and Jizo. But I don't want to just rush in there. But with Ayaka, we can move her up, use Ramu as kind of a last-ditch attack. Okay, a little bit of damage. And then I think Ayaka will work here again as the human shield. Okay, that was an area of effect attack, so no. But let's use the limit break here. And then although the Iron Giant boss takes up 4 panels, I guess he doesn't count for picking up that crystal. Maybe only like 1 or 2 of his actual like standing area will pick up the crystal, but I was lucky there. Okay, but we got the clear of the Iron Giant challenge with a free-to-play account. Alright, I think that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.